What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, and I'm back at y'all with another one. So Google does it again. They do it again. I showed you guys multiple occasions where Google and BoxRec and AI predict fights before the fight even take place, and they accurately predict the fights. They predicted Canelo Alvarez, Terence Crawford outcome. They predicted Clarissa Shields' last fight, Jake Paul and Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. fight, Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano fight. They are accurately showing you who's going to be victorious, right? They just predicted that Erickson Lubin was going to get knocked out by Virgil Ortiz last Saturday. And guess what? They are predicting that the rematch with Chris Eubanks Jr. and Conor Benn is going to see Chris Eubanks Jr. win unanimous decision 116-112 on all three judges' scorecards and win the rematch. They give a time, they give the date, they give the location. Right? They are very accurate. Now, the scorecards may be slightly off, but the outcome is correct. With that said, I thought that Chris Eubanks was going to win the rematch anyway. He's just simply too big for Conor Benn. He's simply too big for Conor Benn. Just period. Right? Styles make fights. And size matter when skill are void. What I mean by that is when you have the smaller guy like Terence Crawford coming up in weight, jumping up essentially 3 weight classes, technically 2, to challenge Canelo Alvarez, who is a Hall of Famer, but Terence Crawford has advantages. He's 5'8". Canelo's about 5'7.5". Canelo has a 70-inch arm reach. Terence Crawford has a 74-inch arm reach. 4-inch arm reach advantage. He's about an inch taller. And he's more skilled. He's more athletic. Right? Terence Crawford can switch from southpaw to orthodox. So his skill set allows him to move up in weight and still be victorious. Where Conor Benn, no slight to Conor Benn because he's a talented fighter, but he's a predictable fighter. Conor Benn is aggressive. He has fast hands. He has fast feet, but he's a aggressive, come forward fighter. And when you that type of fighter and you're dealing with a skilled, technically bigger guy like Chris Eubanks Jr., who is about 6 feet tall. Conor Benn is 5'8". Chris Eubanks has about a 73-inch arm reach. Conor Benn has a 70-inch arm reach. You are at a disadvantage, not only weight-wise, but also in physical attributes. You have a disadvantage. And that is too much to overcome. You have to have an advantage in some area, and he doesn't have an advantage in no area. He don't have faster hands than Chris Eubanks Jr. It's about equal. He doesn't have more power than Chris Eubanks Jr. It's about equal. He doesn't have a better ring IQ than Chris Eubanks Jr. It's about equal. Right? He doesn't have better stamina than Chris Eubanks Jr. It's about equal. So when you factor in all of those things, and then say Chris Eubanks is naturally the bigger guy, taller with a longer arm reach, you don't stand a chance. Conor Benn is better suited at 154, and he's better suited at 147. And his style has to match up. Terence Crawford translates in any era, in any weight class. Now, obviously, we have to be realistic, right? He has to be, it has to be in, realistic goals. I'm not talking about heavyweight and cruiserweight. No, that's just unrealistic. But certain fights at light heavyweight, certain fights at 168, Terrence Crawford's skill set allows him to translate. That's the difference. That's the difference. So therefore, I said, like I said, Conor Benn, he lost the first fight. The only reason it was exciting and was close is because Chris Eubanks has to truly deplete himself to make the weight. And in the second half of the fight, he just fatigued out. He gassed out. He won't gas out in the second half of this fight, I don't think. And if he do, he's so far ahead on the judges' scorecards, it doesn't even matter. He clearly wins the fight. So once again, Chris Eubanks Jr. is victorious in the family rivalry against Conor Benn, period. But let me know what y'all think. Drop a comment in the comment section. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. It's your boy Blue signing off. I'm gone. Peace.